3:30 in the morning. So she's acting like she's going to have another lamb, and I just checked her. You wonder what lambs are thinking about at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning, why don't you take a nap? And there goes another one. I had to get involved because something just wasn't right. Hey, Mom. Oh. Hey, Mom. Oh. $3:30 in the morning. She had just had 2 lambs. This pen's not perfectly clean, so I'm going to get them out of here as quick as possible. She doesn't look like she has another one, but you never know. So I'm just going to get this ready. Excuse me. No one else is coming in. Hey girls, come on. Don't lay that way. So we'll just get a pen ready. Nobody else coming in at the moment. Hey girl. Just gonna check this barn here for 1 second. I don't hear nothing. These guys actually have got quite used to me coming in every night. Hey girls. Yes, that sheep in the back corner there has been there for 2 days now, so I figure she probably has her spot figured out. But it's quiet here. So, better get those 2 lambs in the barn, dried off, and get them fed. It's not super cold right now, it's only about at the freezing point. So I gotta I get a pen ready for them. Hey girls. I got a pen right here. I just have to lime it down a little bit and get it ready. So I'm going to set this phone down and see if I can get her in. No one's laying on their lambs or anything. Okay, so I'm going to set this phone down. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. I just got them in the pen. Nice clean pen, all new straw. And I'm just going to feed them right now. And then at that time, I'll check her for another lamb, which is not likely. But just to be sure, I'll just give her a little check. But I'll feed the lambs first. And if there is another lamb, she'll be pushing it towards the entrance as we feed the two lambs, and then I don't have to reach too far in to check, because that looks like a placenta coming off, but she's big enough to have another one. So she's sad. I've just said it's about 3:30 in the morning. She's had lambs before, so she has perfect milk. She's actually looking like she wants to have another lamb, but I just checked her and there's not a lamb there. But two little lambs, a little female there on the right, and the little male has a fault. He has a black dot on him. So Dorsets do that sometimes. I don't know what that is. If that's a cross or has something in it. But I've seen it quite often that a Dorset will give you a black spot on a lamb. But Lynn will see if she's a purebred. I'm pretty sure she's a purebred. So she's acting like she's going to have another lamb, and I just checked her. And I couldn't find a lamb in her. I didn't go too deep inside her. So I don't know what that is. So now I'm a little nervous about leaving the barn. Because she's not licking the lambs. She loves the lambs. Hey girl, what are you doing? Now she could be just restless because she wants to get rid of that placenta. I might go and get another blanket for these lambs. They're wet and cold. They're shaking a little bit. I'm sure they're fine, but I could cover them up for a few hours until they get dried off. Anyways, I think I'll stay in the barn for a while and just make sure she's okay. But, yep, everything's fine. Mom, don't do the scratching thing, okay? Oh, that's what my mother used to do to me all the time. Yeah, she's acting odd, hey? Hey, Mom, what's wrong? Lick your lamb, just do your job there, buddy. Yeah, she's acting odd. She's quite large yet, but those lambs, I consider those lambs as just medium lambs. Not really large lambs. So that could easily be 3, but I just checked her, like I said, and I could not find another one. But that necessarily doesn't mean that there's not another lamb there, way down in there. So I'll stay in the barn for a while, and I'll see what happens. So I'll talk to you shortly. See how this turns out. You wonder what lambs are thinking about at 3:30 in the morning. So this is the mother that adopted that lamb. She loves it. She'll do well with that. So that lamb belongs with that mother. Oh, actually, no, now I'm confused. Oh, so that mother in the front pen there was single lamb. She had twins, and this one here lost her lambs. She had triplets. It went all totally wrong with me. So she adopted one of her lambs in the front there. I told you that earlier. So both sheep have one lamb. It's better than nothing. She just has a monster male lamb. And she has twins at 4 o'clock last night. She had a big single from Knockout. She has a single, pair of twins. So what I just did with her, I just laid her down. I just pulled out her back foot and just laid her down, and she's licking off her lambs. I'm gonna cover the lambs up, but right now I'm just not gonna get involved with it. So I'm in the barn for a few minutes. I'm gonna bed some sheep up and stuff. And here's a pair of twin lambs again. Two under the feeder. A pair of twin lambs again. So I'm going to. No one's coming in. I'm just gonna bed a few sheep up. A few sheep at some dirty pens while I'm waiting. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? 3:30 in the morning. Why don't you take a nap? Anyways, yeah, when you're up now, I might as well stay up. Pretty hard to get back to sleep. So this group is the next group to go over to the coveralls. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 Suffolks there right now with their lambs. We'll probably get 2 more Suffolks. We most time move about 10 over at a time. Groups of 10. So Lynn might get 2 more sheep out here today. And we'll let them bond for a day or 2. And then we'll slide them over to the coverall. With the 11 that's already over there, that will make 21 ewes. So we add 21, so we add 9 more to that group, and that quarter of the coverall is full already. Wonder where that time's gone. Okay, well, I'm going to bed a few sheep up. Hamish's group here has done really poorly. I swear they're all pregnant, like they're monster sheep. It's just that he didn't get going too quick. But Sharif, or whatever Lennon calls that ram, his group is almost finished. It's only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more to go in that group. Well, 12 more to go in that group. And that group there is almost done, and that left-hand side is almost done. And Gladiator is a little slow too. Yeah, I swear old rams are a little slow on doing their job. Anyway. Yeah, 3:30 in the morning. When you're kids, you can party all night. Yeah, actually, Actually, we always kind of dread the thought of having lambs because all the problems that go wrong with lambing. But knock on wood, we actually have had extremely good luck this year so far. We've had a few accidents, but nothing bad. So see what she just did. See, I hate that when she does that. See, I just got done those twin lambs. I just fed them, watered her, got her in the jug. Lambs are fine. I put a little bit of bedding in some of the pens just to make sure everything was okay before we left the barn. And then if you don't leave the barn quick enough, I swear, this has only been 15-20 minutes. And there goes another one. And you can see I don't think she's had a lamb. I have to go and check. Come on, you guys. No, she hasn't had a lamb yet. She just broke sound. Couple minutes, bang, there it goes. And I just said Hamish didn't have too many lambs yet, and this is a Hamish ewe. Okay, the wind's just picked up, so I'm thinking I'm going to shut the windows a little bit. It's getting a little cool in here. My automatic ventilation system. So I'll be talking to you shortly and see what happens here. She's definitely going to pop her lamb here in the next 30 minutes. She's right in the mood. So it's 5:30 in the morning. Last I talked to you, the sheep just started their labor. I think it was around 4 o'clock. It's 5:30, hour and a half. I had to get involved because something just wasn't right. And it was a pretty difficult birth. It was a backwards lamb. And we'll weigh this one for sure. This is probably over 15 pounds. It's a Hamish, one of Hamish's sons. He's probably our truest Dorset ram that we have. But the lamb's got his head up. I just hate those backwards lambs, and she couldn't get it. She couldn't. It was in the passageway, but she just couldn't move it any farther. So I had to get involved with it, which I don't like to do. But after an hour and a half, I'm going to get involved. There's something wrong. So it's a big male, but he's got his head up, and he's coughing a little bit. So I think he's fine. So we'll get him in the pen. She only has a single, and she's loving it. And we'll get it in the pen, and we'll get it fed. And I think that'll be it for the morning here until Lynn gets up. So I'll talk to you shortly. We'll see how it goes in the pen, and maybe I'll give you a little quick photograph of it before we leave the barn. Just check your milk. And the lamb's doing quite well, trying to get up. It's a big lamb, a really big lamb. So we'll weigh this lamb at when Lynn gets here at breakfast time. We'll get him in the scale. He's a bruiser. Anyways, I'm going to leave her on her own now. I think it's around 6 in the morning. I'm not sure. Just going to lock this pen. So just going to let her do her thing. I'm going to do One quick check in the barn. And do one quick check in the barn. Fat pig, yeah. No one's coming in anymore, so I'm going to turn these lights off. One quick check in here. My first thing is they're quiet. So one quick check. Well, temperature's really dropped. It's freezing out right now. It started to snow. And she's still in the back corner back there. You can see her. And she's got another underneath her. You can see the other. And she's actually quite rosy too. I have to check her. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here for see if I can get an hour off here before the sun comes up. So I guess I'm gonna call that a morning. Oh, sorry, I almost fell there. So I'm gonna shut these lights off a little bit. Quiet right now. One more quick check down the pens. Almost all the pens are full now. She's eating after her. Oh, okay. I guess I'm going to call that a night. I'm just going to try to straighten that lamb out because she's scratching it all. I don't like that. I'm just going to straighten that lamb out. I'm going to call it an evening or morning, and I'll talk to you shortly.